right. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Dr. Natalie and Liv here. We're talking about a interesting topic, something that we're all struggling with, posture. Last week that you showed your posture, someone commented that they couldn't see, that imbalance.
Oh, they couldn't see it.
Yeah, apparently we were showing it like in not in the right angle, and they couldn't see it.
Oh,
What you were
okay.
meaning by that imbalance in your shoulder, but you can later on
Yeah, okay.
show that to us. We'll be talking about posture. So if you are someone who spends a lot of time at the desk, or continue scrolling on your phone, or you're studying, or even gaming on on your phone, this is the live that you should watch. We'll be covering some exercises which will help you change your habits, and it will help you improve your posture, and you can overcome your rolled shoulders, neck issues, headaches, or lower back issues. So, should we get into it?
I reckon.
Great. All right. So, if you guys, before we start, maybe let us know where you're watching us from, or if there is any particular area of your body that hurts because of your posture, whether it's your neck, shoulder, or lower back.
I think someone sent us a gift. Thank you for the gift.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you.
No questions on YouTube yet.
All right, beautiful. So let's get into it then. So why the posture is so important? Normally, obviously we don't expect everyone to have a straight posture all the time. Because we know it's impossible. It's all about movement and making sure that you keep moving, because staying in one position for a long period of time, that causes joint problems, because you're overusing the joints and muscles, and that gives you neck pain, headaches, things like that. So it gives you postural issues, and it would have a long-term impact on your spine as well. So that's why this is the reason why we say posture is very important. But if you want to, the other reason, like if I want to break it down, when we are scrolling down on our phone, I'm just going to turn this way. You probably can see me on YouTube. You can see me on in the mirror as well. So when we are scrolling and looking down on our phone, shoulders are rolled forward. So that's basically is stretching some tendons and ligaments in our shoulder joint, which causes shoulder pain and shoulder issues. The other problem or pressure is on our neck, because our head is shifted forward. The weight of the head becomes a lot heavier than the usual, and these muscles, the front of the neck, these muscles at the front of the neck, they need to bear all the weight. So that's why we get a lot of tension, headaches around the base of the skull. We get dizziness, and a lot of other neck issues. So the forward head posture, the rolled shoulders, and the position of the lumbar spine changes, and that causes lower back issues. So these are the negative impacts of a poor posture. If we want to cover, like if you want to correct your posture when you're on your phone, let's say you're watching us on your phone right now, and you're looking down like this. Most likely, I'll probably get you to hold this for me, please. So to correct that, the first thing you could do, I don't have my phone because my phone is set up for YouTube Live, but what you could do is to bring your phone into your eye level. So that's the best thing you could do. You could basically, if it's really hard for you to hold your arm like this, you can lean, or basically bring the other hand to support your elbow, and then automatically, as soon as you bring this up, you're correcting your forward head posture. So that's the first thing you should be doing. Make sure your screen is level with your eyes.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, of
Because
course.
I find it hard to, like, my arms get tired from holding it up, and it will
Sure.
probably still get tired. Sometimes I even lean on the desk like this, but I'm still like hunching. Is there another way we can hold it so our arms don't get so tired?
I don't know. You have to use your creativity. Like, this is the best way that I can think of. Holding my phone like this, so that you could do it like this, or basically you can put a pillow, or you could put some other supports.
Oh, yeah.
But again, in long term, if you're leaning into your elbows for so long, that could be an issue. It could cause a bit of elbow pressure, elbow pain, numbness into your fingers. So overall, to improve your posture, it's good to keep changing any position that you're in. So if you're in one position for a long period of time, you have to keep changing it, whether you're leaning onto a desk with your elbows like this, or if you're holding it like this. If you hold it for 30 minutes, you shouldn't feel tired. It's a lot better than bending down and scrolling like this, because that would definitely cause more damage.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a really good question. But the best tip I can give you is to put some pillows, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. The other thing you could do is to make sure that your shoulders are not rolled forward, and you could correct that by pushing them back and down. When your shoulders are rolled forward, your pectoralis muscles get really tight. It makes it hard for you to breathe, and that would create a hunch on your in your thoracic spine. So basically, as soon as you bring your phone to your eye level, that corrects your neck. You roll your shoulders back and down, and that opens up your posture and position for your spine. So that's first thing you could do when you're watching or scrolling on your phone. I think that must be Jen. Yes, come in. You're going. No worries, all good. See you. Bye-bye. So the second thing, I'll go through step-by-step posture correction if you are spending a lot of time at the desk. So probably the angle for this is not the best, because I want to show my chair as well. So if you could...
Oh, the lights.
I'll hold it.
I was going to move it there, maybe?
Yep. Let's see if we can... Or I was thinking if you put it over there.
You might see the light in it. Maybe if you sit in my chair. Can we do a little swap, or...?
We have to do that. Oh, it's just that I wanted to adjust the seat. Oh yeah, if you hold it, it would be good. So basically, if you're sitting at the desk, pretty much the same protocol. What you need to do is to bring the monitor to your eye level. So make sure your desktop monitor is not too high or not too low. And you just need to be level with your eyes. So that's the first thing you need to make sure that it's adjusted. The second thing you need to do is to bring your chair into the proper position. And the way you do it is you need to adjust the height. Well, this one is not adjustable. Basically, you have to make sure that your hips are sitting higher than your knee joints. This one is is okay. So the angle that it's making between my hip and the knee joint seems to be okay, but I would bring it a little bit higher up, just because when your hips are sitting higher than your knee joints, you're automatically pushed and forced to sit straight. If the hip joint is sitting lower than the knee joint, you're automatically forced to hunch. So make sure you are adjusting your seat to the right level. Then we will get into how to correct your posture when you're sitting at the desk. So what you need to do is to make sure your spine is nice and elongated, because when we hunch, we're hunching, so we make sure your spine is nice and straight, nice and tall. And then what you need to do is to tuck your chin in, and you roll your shoulders back, and then that's how you would sit at the desk. Obviously, it shouldn't be uncomfortable. You don't need to do this. Everything needs to be sitting in a neutral position, and it should feel comfortable. So that's basically the step-by-step instructions on how to improve your posture at the desk. The seat needs to be adjusted, your desk, your monitor, and your posture that you're sitting at a desk needs to be adjusted as well. Again, all of these protocols are to improve our posture, but obviously we know that no one is perfect. So if you're not able to maintain this posture for a long period of time, don't blame yourself. We're just going through this to teach you how a good posture looks like, and then after that, what you need to do is to try and practice it as much as possible. The other few exercises you could do to stretch, or basically before I get to the stretches, I'd like to add, I really like the 30-30 rule. So if you practice 30-30 rule, it would be basically the best advice that I can give you, because as I said, no one's perfect. So if you can change or keep moving after 30 minutes of staying on screen, whether it's at the desk or on your phone, for 30 seconds you move your body, you roll your shoulders, you tuck your chin in and out like this, to give your body a break, because otherwise your joints and your muscles will be fatigued after sitting in this position for such a long time. So a 30-30 rule would be a great practice for you if you'd like to, if you'd like to improve your posture. Again, we're not saying that you need to be perfect, as long as you try and keep moving your body. I'd like to add a few more hints and tips to how you can improve your posture by showing you some exercises. If you don't have any questions, is there any questions that anyone is asking that we could answer? I think we'll skip that one. That's funny.
Someone commented, love the videos. My wife and kids watch the videos when we eat our dinner every night. Thank you for your support. That makes me so happy. That one. I suppose you could talk about that in relation to posture.
Yes, definitely. I'll definitely cover, so the question is, someone from Canada is asking what we could do to improve vertigo. Again, we have to distinguish what kind of vertigo you're referring to. Is it really a vertigo or is it a dizziness? But as I was explaining just before, because of the anterior or forward head posture, that poor posture like this can cause a lot of tension through the SCM muscles, and that would give you dizziness, possibly. And to aim, there's a very useful stretch that you could do to aim, release the tension in the SCM, and I'm going to show that to you. So the way you do stretch your SCM is to sit straight. You bring your chin up and you bring your ear to your shoulder like this. And you would feel a very nice stretch through these muscles at the front. Normally you should hold it for about 30 seconds or until you feel a release through that muscle. But if the vertigo, if your symptoms are really vertigo, then, we have to go through another pathway and we need to assess you and then give you a, better treatment, a more specific treatment. A few specific stretches that you could do to stretch your pecs and your chest is the angel wall, which I need the wall.
I can show them.
Yeah. Like, turn this. So if you stand against the wall like this, hopefully you can see me as well on TikTok. Yeah. So basically, your shoulders are touching. Yeah.
See you?
Yes.
Okay.
So your shoulders are touching the wall. Your lumbar spine is nice and flat. The back of the head is touching the floor as well. And then with your arms, you try and move up and you bring it down. That is a great exercise to stretch your pecs, but also it strengthens your upper traps and your upper back muscles. You can repeat that like 30 times in between, if you in the middle of the day, if you're sitting at the desk for a long period of time. So that's a really good stretch or an exercise. The other one is perfect. You just put the camera back. So the other one is chin tucks, and that's pretty straightforward as well. You just try and push your chin in and hold it for 3 seconds, and you repeat that for 10 times. So that's another great exercise that you could do. So after 30 minutes of scrolling on your phone, you take a break for 30 seconds and you start doing this.
What does that stretch?
So it's chin tucks. So you basically tuck your chin in. You can push your chin in with your fingers, and you should feel that through the base of the skull. So you're strengthening these muscles at the base of the skull. Yeah. And the other, really good stretch is rolling your shoulders in you basically in circular movements like this, and then the other way, clockwise and anti-clockwise. And then the other one that I can think of is using a foam roller. I can demonstrate that as well.
Okay.
If you can move
Do you
there.
have it?
Yes.
Oh, beautiful.
So if you do have a foam roller at home, like this, it has to be nice and long. It's probably not going to work if it's half the size, so make sure it's long. You put it on the floor like this, and you just basically lay down on it for 5 to 10 minutes, and that would give you a very nice stretch. So make sure the foam roller is sitting along your spine. So when I'm sitting, make sure that it's starts from the base of the sacrum area, the base of the spine, and then it covers all the way to my neck. If the foam roller is not long enough, you probably have to use a pillow or something to support your neck. And then what you do, you just stretch your arms out like this. And I can feel a really nice stretch through my thoracic spine and mid-back area. If you like, you can move your arm back and down, but just staying in this position feels really nice and relaxing. And yeah, it opens up the chest and the thoracic spine. That's another useful stretch that you could do. And then I'll show you one more now that we're here. That the other one is the corner stretch. So you go to the, so you just need a corner. Put your hands on each side of the wall and you lean forward. Make sure, this is really good. You should feel it. You should feel a nice stretch through the pecs. So you put both hands on the wall and you lean forward. Make sure you don't bend. It's just leaning forward and you create a very nice stretch through there. So I think that's about 5 that I've covered. There's so many other stretches and exercises that you could do. So if you'd like to let us know in the comments which area of your body hurts when you're sitting at the desk or scrolling down, then I might be able to address that with a specific stretch or exercise. But yeah, these are the most common ones that I normally cover with my own patients at the clinic.
If you find it hard to implement these habits too, because I struggle with my posture as well, I'm really consistent with the gym, so I've kind of added it onto my gym stretching routine. And yeah, that one's my favorite, but I do it against the squat rack and I put my arm up, so I just do one arm at a time and you can really feel the stretch through there. And I've noticed a difference in the tightness in my pecs. They're always tight. I don't train my chest, yet they're always tight because I'm constantly overusing them.
That's going to be even more specific and deeper into your shoulder tendons and muscles, and that's a very, very good stretch as well. Thank you for that. Thanks for adding that.
I'll see if we got any
comments that we could cover. Just going through the chats.
I haven't really got many questions. Let us know if you guys have any questions about posture, stretches.
So someone who was talking about the photo so they're actually live. The one, the photo that you showed us
Yes.
of your posture. So if you want to show them again what you meant by your scoliosis showing in the picture. Do you have that photo?
I think, did you guys think that I was talking about my neck hump? Because he said we couldn't see the neck.
He said that the angle wasn't right and he couldn't see your photo and, what you meant by, seeing the scoliosis in the photo, showing it in your shoulders.
We couldn't see her neck. We'll be back to live in 1 second, guys.
It's on your phone. Okay.
So I wasn't talking about my neck hump. I was talking about my shoulders were lopsided.
Yeah.
The photo's just loading. Okay. So if you look, that shoulder's a lot higher than that shoulder down there. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I've also got a neck hump, but my scoliosis was very prominent because I hadn't had an adjustment in over a month at this point.
Yeah, it's very obvious when you look at the photo, but I'm not sure if you can see the difference when she's showing that photo to you.
Okay.
I think we are almost done. So if you don't have any questions, we might have to wrap up.
There's that one.
Okay, again, that needs a proper diagnosis to see what the problem is.
Okay.
A good pillow and a good sleeping posture is another important thing for everyone to consider. So sleeping, correcting sleeping posture could be another topic that we can cover in our future lives. But yeah, if you don't have any other questions in regards to improving posture when you're scrolling on your phone or if you're working at the desk, then we might have to leave. So thank you everyone for joining us. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you make a comment, or share it with someone who would get the benefit from these stretches and exercises. And please subscribe, and we'll be back again next Thursday around the same time to to talk about a different topic.
Yeah.
If you're interested in a particular condition or topic and you'd like us to cover that, it seems like that dizziness and vertigo is a very common one, so maybe we should we should talk about the differences between each conditions and the which pathway and which avenue you need to take to get that resolved. We can definitely talk about that one next week.
Perfect. Well, thanks for joining today, guys.
Great. Thank you, everyone, and hope to see you again next week.
Enjoy the rest of your day or night, whatever time it is, wherever you are.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.